Hello everyone, I am Vandana Pai. In today's lecture, we will be discussing the factors influencing customer behavior or the factors which do influence consumer behavior. Okay, whenever we consider the different factors which are influencing consumer behavior, it can be classified into five parts. Okay, there are five different kinds of factors which have impact on consumer behavior. Means, okay, see, till now in the last lecture, we have gone through the decision making process, okay, and also we know what is consumer behavior. See, consumer behavior means, okay, whenever this person, this consumer, okay, he decides to purchase a product, okay, what are the feelings, what are the emotions which are attached, okay, or what is his perception at that time whenever he is making or finalizing the decision related to purchase of a particular product. Okay, so there are five factors which influence consumer behavior, rightly psychological factors, social factors, cultural factors, personal factors, and economic factors. One by one we will go through all these factors. Okay, first is psychological factors. Okay, psychological factors, see, psychology itself, okay, means something which is related to mentality. Okay, so psychological factors, okay, psychological factors means all those factors which are directly related to mentality of that person. So whenever we consider psychological factor, what is it? See, human psychology is a major determinant of consumer behavior. Okay, these factors are difficult to measure, but they have the power enough to influence a buying decision. Okay, means, see, whenever we consider the mental health of any person, okay, whenever we consider the mental health of any person, okay, you can't measure it, right? Okay, you can't measure the psychology of a particular person. Okay, means whether that person is mentally fit or unfit, or how much that person is mentally fit and how much that person is mentally unfit. Okay, you can't measure it. There are no parameters to measure such type of levels of psychology. Okay, so there are some factors, important psychological factors, okay, which are always to be considered. Okay, which are it? See, on your screen, a diagram is displayed, okay, in which four psychological factors they are highlighted. Which are those? Yes, first one is motivation, then it is perception, then it is learning, then it is attitude and beliefs. Okay, so what is motivation? The first factor which is included under psychological factors. Okay, see, when a person is motivated enough, okay, whenever you give a push to that person, it influences the buying behavior of the person. Okay, whenever a inner push is received by this person, whenever a inner push is received by this person, okay, that influences the buying behavior of the person. A person has many needs such as social needs, basic needs, security needs, esteem needs, and self actualization needs. Out of all these needs, the basic needs and security needs take a position above all other needs. Hence, basic need and security needs have the power to motivate a person, a consumer, to buy a product and services. See, whenever we consider any individual, he does has some needs, right? Okay, we have studied basic needs, is it? Then we have studied safety needs, social needs, right? Esteem needs, self actualization needs. Okay, one by one, whenever he goes on satisfying his needs, or whenever he feels that these are the needs, is it, to satisfy those needs itself, okay, what he does, he purchases the products, is it, unless until he purchases or the buying activity of such type of products and services takes place, okay, he will not be able to satisfy or can quench his needs, is it? So the different needs, they do motivate this person to purchase a particular product. Okay, then the second one is perception. Okay, perception, what is perception? Perception means the viewpoint. Okay, perception means the viewpoint of that person. Okay, consumer perception is a major factor that influences consumer behavior. Okay, customer perception is a process where a customer collects information about a product and he interprets the information to make a meaningful image about a particular product. Okay, what this person does, he goes on collecting information about a particular product. Okay, through the information collection process itself, he highlights the different product features, is it? And likewise what he does, okay, likewise what he does, yes, he interprets. Okay, means what? Yes, he goes on evaluating the information. Okay, through which a image is prepared into his mind. Okay, a image is prepared into his mind about a particular product. Okay, when a customer sees advertisement, promotions, customer reviews, social media feedback, etc., relating to a product, okay, through this he creates an impression about that product. Okay, see, likewise whenever we see any advertisement, any promotion activity, okay, or customer reviews, ratings, okay, or somewhere on the social media, if we do find feedback related to that product, what happens then? Yes, a impression is created into our minds. Okay, and through that impression itself, okay, we are motivated to finalize our decision related to purchasing of that product. Then it is learning. When a person buys a product, he or she gets to learn something more about the product. Okay, learning comes over a period of time through experience. Okay, a consumer's learning depends on skills and knowledge. Okay, while a skill can be gained through practice, knowledge can be acquired only through experience. Learning can be either conditional or cognitive. In conditional learning, the consumer is exposed to a situation repeatedly, thereby making a consumer to develop a response towards it. Whereas in cognitive learning, the consumer will apply his knowledge and skills to find satisfaction and a solution from the product that he purchases. Okay, see, learning means what? Learning itself means experience taken by regular practice and knowledge which is acquired by consuming a product. Is it? Then attitudes and beliefs. Okay, the fourth part towards the psychological factor is attitudes and beliefs. Okay, consumers have certain attitudes and beliefs which influence the buying decisions of a consumer. Okay, based on this attitude itself, the consumer behaves in a particular way towards a product. Okay, this attitude plays a significant role in defining the brand image of a product. Okay, hence the marketers, they do try to understand the attitude of a consumer to design their marketing campaigns. Okay, based on the attitudes of the consumer itself, the design of marketing means how to conduct the marketing activity, it is finalized. Okay, getting it? Then the second thing, social factors. Okay, humans are social beings and they live around many people who influence their buying behavior. Human try to imitate other humans and also wish to be socially accepted in the society. Hence, their buying behavior is influenced by other people around them. Okay, see, we know man is a social animal, right? Okay, whenever we consider these humans as a social beings, yes, they live around many people, right? Okay, and this group, okay, or the society in which his upbringing, his livelihood, it is dependent. Okay, it has an influence on the buying behavior. Okay, so these are the factors which are considered as social factors. Okay, Let's see some of the factors which are included in social factor. The first one is family. Okay, family plays a significant role in shaping the buying behavior of a person. Okay, a person develops preferences from his childhood itself. Okay, by watching family. Okay, means this person from his childhood itself, okay, he sees the purchasing activity which is conducted at his home, okay, and continues the same, okay, continues the same whenever he will be grown up. That's it. Then reference groups is a group of people with whom a person associates himself. Generally, all the people in the reference group have common buying behavior and influence each other. Okay? Reference group is a group of people with whom a person associates himself. Okay? Generally, yes, all the people in the reference group, they have common type of buying behavior, and this influences each other. Okay, getting it? Then roles and status. A person is influenced by the role that he holds in the society. If a person is in a high position, his buying behavior will be influenced largely by his status. A person who is a chief executive officer in a company will buy according to his status, while staff or an employee of the same company will be having different buying pattern. Okay, so what is your role and what is your position and status into the society? Okay, depending upon that, yes, you buy accordingly, right? Then the third factors which are responsible towards the, yes, buying behavior, towards the consumer behavior, they are cultural factors. Okay, a group of people are associated with a set of values and ideologies that belong to a particular community. Okay, when a person comes from a particular community, his or her behavior is highly influenced by the culture relating to that particular community. Okay, means many of the time the values and ideologies which are allowed by your community, you are supposed to follow it. Is it? This is all about cultural factors. Okay, some of the cultural factors are grouped into three parts: culture, subculture, and social class. Okay, let's see one by one what are these additional factors which are included in cultural factors. Yes, the first one, culture factors. Okay, they have strong influence on consumer buying behavior. Culture factors include the basic values, needs, wants, preferences, perceptions, and behaviors that are observed and learned by consumer from their near family members and other important people around them. Okay, then second one is subculture. Then it is subculture. Okay, what is subculture? Subculture means Subculture means, yes, within a cultural group, there exist many short groups. Okay, they are called as subcultures. Okay, these subcultural groups, they do share the same set of beliefs and values. Okay, subcultures can consist of people from different religion, caste, geographies, and nationalities. Okay, these subcultures by itself form a customer segment. Okay, and the third one is social class. Each and every society across the globe has form of social class. The social class is not just determined by the income but also other factors such as the occupation, family background, education, and residence location. Okay, social class is important to predict the consumer behavior. Okay, see, whenever we consider social class, okay, social class means what? Yes, what is your income, what is your occupation, what is your family background, what is your education, where do you locate, that is where is your location of residence. Okay, all this comprise of your social class. Okay, and the social class also means, okay, for example, if your neighbor is purchasing something, okay, then as per your social class, what you do, you follow that person, is it? So social class is important to predict the consumer behavior. Then personal factors, okay, the one and the only factor which is controllable many of the time it is uncontrollable nature, and this is subjective because it differs from person to persons. So factors that are personal to the consumer influence their buying behavior. These personal factors differ from person to person. Thereby, they produce different perceptions and consumer behavior. Okay, some of the personal factors are first age, then income, then occupation, then lifestyle. Okay, age is a major factor. Age is a major factor that influences buying behavior. Okay, the buying choices of a youth differ from that of the middle aged people. Elderly people have a totally different buying behavior. Teenagers will be more interested in buying colorful clothes and beauty products. Middle aged are focused on house, property, and vehicle for the family. Okay, income. The second one is income. Okay, see how much you are able to pay. Is it what is your purchasing power, right? What is your purchasing power, right? Income has the ability to influence the buying behavior of a person. Higher income gives higher purchasing power to consumers. When a consumer has higher disposable income, it gives more opportunity for the consumer to spend on luxurious products. Okay, whereas low income or middle income group consumers spend most of their income on basic needs such as groceries and clothes. Okay, then occupation. Occupation, yes, what is your employment, right? Occupation of a consumer influences the buying behavior. Okay, a person tends to buy things that are appropriate to his or her profession. Is it? For example, a doctor will buy clothes according to his profession, while a professor will have different buying pattern. Is it? So, by your profession, by your occupation, yes, your taste and preferences they do change, right? As per your profession, you need to purchase clothes and other things which are suitable for your personality, right? Okay, so occupation is one of the factor which influences the buying behavior. Then it is lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle is an attitude and a way in which an individual stay in the society. The buying behavior is highly influenced by the lifestyle of a consumer. Okay, for example, when a consumer leads a healthy lifestyle, then the products he buys will relate to healthy alternative to junk food. Okay, so what is your lifestyle? This is also a factor which is responsible for, yes, your buying behavior. Okay, as per your lifestyle itself, you consume. Yes, if you are having heavy lifestyle, different lifestyle, what you do is, yes, you purchase accordingly, right? You purchase accordingly, is it? And the fifth factors which are responsible for, okay, the fifth factors which are responsible for consumer behavior are termed as, yes, economic factors. Okay, economic factors. What are the economic factors? The consumer buying habits and decisions greatly depend on the economic situation of a country or a market. Okay, when a nation is prosperous, okay, the economy is strong, which leads to the greater money supply in the market. Okay, and higher purchasing power for the consumers. When consumers experience a positive economic environment, they are more confident to spend on buying products, whereas a weak economy reflects a struggling market that is impacted by unemployment and lower purchasing power. Economic factors bear a significant influence on the buying decision of a consumer. Some of the important economic factors are personal income, family income, consumer credit, liquid assets, savings, etc. Okay, see, personal income, what is this? When a person has a higher disposable income, the purchasing power increases simultaneously. Disposable income refers to the money that is left after spending towards the basic needs of a person. When there is an increase in disposable income, it leads to higher expenditure on various items. But when the disposable income reduces, parallelly, the spending on multiple items also reduced. Family income. Family income is the total income from all the members of a family. When more people are earning in the family, there is more income available for shopping basic needs and luxurious. Higher family income influences the people in the family to buy more. When there is a surplus income available for the family, the tendency is to buy more luxurious item which otherwise a person might not have been able to buy. Consumer credit. When a consumer is offered easy credit facility to purchase goods, it promotes higher spending. Okay, sellers are making it easy for the consumers to avail credit in the form of credit cards, easy installments, bank loans, higher purchase, and many such other credit options. When there is a higher credit available to consumers, the purchase of comfort and luxury items increases. Then it is liquid assets. Consumers who have liquid assets, more amount of liquid asset, tend to spend more on comfort and luxurious. Liquid assets are those assets which can be converted into cash very easily. Cash in hand, bank savings, and securities are some examples of liquid assets. When a consumer has higher liquid assets, it gives him more confidence to buy luxury goods. Okay? Savings. A consumer is highly influenced by the amount of savings he or she wishes to set aside from his income. If a consumer has decided to save more, then his expenditure on buying reduces. Whereas if a consumer is interested in saving more, then most of his income will go towards buying products. Is it? So these are all the factors. These are all the factors which are responsible towards, or they do have influence on the consumer buying behavior. Rightly? Okay, first one. Yes. What was it? It was psychological factors. Okay, something related to your mental health. Is it? Then social factors. Yes. Where do you reside? What is the society? Okay, what society asks you to do? Is it? That is your family, reference groups, roles and status. Okay, these are the factors which are included in social factors. Then cultural factors. Okay, the community from which you belong. Okay, the culture which is allowed, the subculture which is allowed. Okay, the social class from which you belong. Then personal factors. What is your age? What is your income? What is your occupation? What is your lifestyle? Is it? Then economic factors. Okay, economic factors. What are the economic factors? Yes, economic factors, it does include personal income. What is your personal income? What is your family income? Is it consumer credit? Okay, such type of options are they provided to you? Liquid assets. Okay, how many liquid assets? Okay, cash in hand, bank savings, and other things you hold. And what is your savings? Okay, if you do have more savings, yes, you will be ready to expend, right? You will be ready to expend on purchasing. Is it? So these are the all the factors which are responsible towards your consumer behavior. Okay, see, you are required to note down all the notes into your service marketing notebook. Okay, I will be sharing the PDF to your group. okay, so that it will be easier for you, okay, so that it will be easier for you to write down the notes. Okay, so with this I conclude today's lecture. Thank you.